the dark hour. Why struggle against...
Beneath a quiet modern skyline, midnight reveals a hidden hour few can face. In Persona 3 Reload, a reserve transfer student awakens the power to summon personas and confront the dark hour. By day, careful choices strengthen bonds and discipline. By night, Tartarus tests resolve through measured, tactical battles that reward timing and foresight. Relationships influence combat potential and unlock meaningful growth. Striking visuals and a confident soundtrack add gravity to each decision, shaping a rich, cohesive tale that lingers long after the final ascent.
Let's go.
Prince shall rise again. Ring of Legend.
Unicorn Overlord stands out with its striking hand-drawn art style and deep tactical gameplay. Every battle feels rewarding, thanks to its layered strategy and diverse unit customization. The world bursts with color, personality, and purpose, keeping exploration exciting and meaningful. Voice acting and music enhance the immersive fantasy setting, while pacing feels just right for both casual sessions and long playthroughs. A bold and refreshing tactical RPG that captures attention and keeps it with style and substance.
Or even years, but I shall see the duties.
Dave the Diver is a creative mix of deep-sea diving and sushi restaurant management that keeps things fresh every day. The underwater sections are calm yet filled with purpose, while the nighttime restaurant work adds a fun sense of urgency. The pixel art style looks great, and the music fits each mood perfectly. There's a good rhythm between action and strategy, making each dive and dinner service feel meaningful. It's easy to get into, and there's always something new waiting, keeping the momentum going without losing focus. Katana ZERO is a graphically gorgeous neo-noir action platformer featuring fast-paced combat and brutal battles. Players can cut, dash, and manipulate time to discover their character's enigmatic background. The game features amazing combat mechanics that allow players to adapt to any situation. The handcrafted level design encourages creativity and unusual approaches to defeating opponents. The game's narration takes a unique approach, incorporating cinematic moments into the action. To accomplish the mission, players must not leave any survivors in their path. Nine Sols bursts with style and fierce energy. The hand-drawn art direction is mesmerizing, and the combat flows with a satisfying rhythm that rewards precision and patience. Its world, steeped in Taoist cyberpunk lore, pulls players in with depth and mystery. Every boss fight feels earned, every platforming section purposeful. The soundtrack pulses with emotion, amplifying tense moments and quiet reflections alike. A stunning example of how action and narrative can strike a perfect harmony without compromise. Streets of Rage 4 brings back classic brawler energy with modern confidence. Hand-drawn visuals pop with color, while punchy combat keeps every encounter exciting. Each character has a clear identity, encouraging smart combos and crowd control. The soundtrack pushes the action forward and matches the street fight mood perfectly. Co-op play adds chaos and fun, making replay sessions rewarding. A confident revival that respects its roots while staying fresh and addictive. Boss fights test timing and teamwork, rewarding focus, rhythm, and bold attacks. Return to Monkey Island reignites the classic pirate adventure with clever humor and clever puzzles that keep players engaged. The vibrant art style and witty dialogue bring the island and its quirky characters to life in a refreshing way. Gameplay flows smoothly, balancing nostalgia with fresh ideas that feel true to the series. Fans and newcomers alike will find plenty to enjoy in this lively journey back to the high seas. It's a playful, well-crafted return to a beloved world. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge feels like stepping into a classic arcade cabinet with friends by your side. The retro visuals, punchy combat, and upbeat soundtrack set the tone perfectly for couch, co-op, or solo play. Each turtle has a distinct feel, making replaying with different characters a treat. Stages are short and energetic, keeping things lively without dragging. It nails that old-school vibe while keeping things fresh with modern touches. A great pick for anyone who loves smashing Foot Clan robots. Remnant from the Ashes proves to be a thrilling mix of third-person shooting and strategic co-op combat. Each world is procedurally generated, making every run feel fresh and unpredictable. The boss fights demand skill and patience, rewarding teamwork and smart loadouts. Its atmospheric world design and solid RPG mechanics make progression consistently satisfying. With a deep arsenal of weapons and challenging enemies, it keeps players engaged through intense, rewarding encounters and a strong sense of discovery throughout its journey. Skul the Hero Slayer is a fast-paced action roguelite that thrives on variety and momentum. With each Skul granting new abilities, combat stays fresh and exciting across every run. The pixel art is vibrant, and the soundtrack drives the pace perfectly. Boss fights bring just the right level of challenge, pushing for quick thinking and adaptability. A great choice for those who enjoy dynamic combat and experimenting with unique character builds. The replay value stays strong with every attempt. SANABI is a captivating side-scrolling shooter that combines intense action with a striking, pixel art aesthetic. The gameplay is challenging but fair, encouraging strategic thinking alongside quick reflexes. The variety of weapons and enemies keeps engagement high, while the atmospheric soundtrack enhances the mood without overpowering. Its design encourages exploration and mastery, rewarding players with satisfying progression. A well-balanced title that keeps players hooked with its compelling mechanics and vivid world. Prodeus is an exhilarating first-person shooter that captures the raw intensity of classic shooters while injecting a fresh dose of energy. The weapon variety is satisfying, and the combat feels visceral and rewarding. Levels are creatively designed, keeping players engaged with a steady flow of enemies and explosive action. The retro-inspired visuals combined with modern effects create a unique atmosphere that keeps the adrenaline pumping. This game is a must-play for fans of old-school shooters craving a new challenge. Under harsh city skylines and corporate decay, Huntdown channels the grit of late 80s action cinema with sharp focus. A relentless bounty hunter cuts through criminal syndicates with calm precision and steady nerve. Combat moves with snap and rhythm, rewarding timing, positioning, and confident aggression. Beneath the gunfire lies meaningful progression, hidden routes, and escalating contracts that invite repeat runs. Crisp pixel art and driving synth tracks sharpen every showdown into a focused, satisfying campaign.
Hunt 'em down and make a healthy living.
Storybook imagination spills beyond the page in this inventive adventure. The Plucky Squire follows Jot, a brave hero leaping between illustrated book scenes and a child's bedroom desk. Combat and puzzles shift perspective seamlessly, keeping the pace lively while encouraging thoughtful observation. Each chapter introduces clever twists that reward experimentation without overwhelming newcomers. Hidden collectibles provide incentive to revisit earlier sections with fresh insight. The hand-drawn art style and playful orchestral score reinforce its whimsical tone throughout. A heartfelt platformer crafted with genuine care. Cassette Beasts invites players into a vibrant world where monster transformations and turn-based battles feel fresh and engaging. The unique mechanic of capturing creatures and mixing their abilities keeps gameplay exciting and strategic. Exploration is rewarding, with a colorful art style that brings the island to life. The story unfolds with plenty of humor and heart, making each encounter memorable. This game creates a delightful and refreshing take on the monster collecting genre that's hard to put down. Grim medieval satire thrives from the start, as an unwitting graveyard custodian balances peculiar local burials with intricate village diplomacy. Every daily routine establishes an absorbing rhythm, seamlessly uniting resource gathering, occult alchemy, and tactical dungeon boss battles. Deep branching talent trees reward careful foresight, while expansive subterranean passages reveal delightfully rich narrative discoveries. Meticulous pixel art and a haunting acoustic soundtrack ensure that every quiet expansion feels profoundly fulfilling and complete. Graphic novel energy bursts across Pilgrim EX as a quirky band of misfits battles through frosty streets to defeat 7 wicked X's. Chaotic 4-player co-op and 7 playable characters elevate side-scrolling combat, blending acrobatic juggle combos with dramatic boss fights. Upgrading martial attributes at neighborhood shops rewards persistent effort, introducing rich tactical variety across every run. Vibrant pixel animations and an infectious chiptune score keep the tempo high, ensuring this chaotic retro brawl leaves a wonderfully lasting impact. Gothic tension grips every stone corridor as a resolute cursed warrior navigates treacherous, shadow-drenched catacombs. Fluid melee combat moves with deliberate precision, transforming lethal skirmishes and titanic boss encounters into an absorbing dance of rhythm and strike. Rich gear synergies reward inventive player customization, while hidden chambers constantly grant valuable tactical advantages across repeated descents. Striking crimson visuals and an ominous atmospheric soundtrack ensure this dark dungeon expedition feels profoundly rewarding. Vibrant subterranean chaos erupts across Funguys Swarm as an agile botanical defender confronts surging waves of spore-borne monsters. Kinetic survival combat flows with electrifying momentum, demanding pinpoint positioning alongside rapid tactical ability rotations. Towering behemoth boss fights thoroughly test adaptability, while deep genetic upgrade trees yield vast creative synergy across every run. Vivid, expressive art and a pulsating electronic soundtrack elevate the frantic action, shaping a thoroughly polished and deeply rewarding achievement. A whimsical animal uprising ignites across the realm as courageous woodland warriors take up arms against an eccentric royal decree. Fluid side-scrolling, brawling maintains an energetic pace, seamlessly combining rhythmic combos, mounted combat, and colossal boss fights. Extensive weapon crafting, distinct character classes, and sprawling attribute trees reward thoughtful playstyle customization. Charming hand-drawn visuals paired with an uplifting orchestral score ensure this triumphant forest campaign feels thoroughly polished and greatly satisfying. Sinister heresy grips a fractured realm in Medieval the Priest, where a devout exorcist wields sanctified fury against demonic corruption. Deliberate combat mechanics reward measured timing and tactical incantations, turning frantic skirmishes and monstrous boss fights into triumphs of precision. Diverse relic enchantments and deep spiritual upgrades unlock powerful build synergies across perilous catacombs. Moody retro aesthetics and haunting ecclesiastical chants ensure that this righteous crusade feels thoroughly polished and immensely satisfying. Split Fiction is a clever co-op adventure built around constant communication and playful tension. Two writers trapped inside their own stories must work together, swapping realities and solving puzzles that demand timing, trust, and coordination. Level ideas stay fresh, with shifting rules that keep players alert without frustration. The writing adds humor and heart, while mechanics reward teamwork rather than skill alone. It's a joyful cooperative ride that keeps partners talking, laughing, and thinking together long after each chapter ends. Gothic tragedy and destiny intertwine in Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered. Cain and Raziel navigate a fractured world shaped by betrayal and ancient prophecy. Combat emphasizes deliberate strikes and supernatural abilities, shifting between realms that reshape puzzles and encounters. Boss confrontations deliver weighty duels demanding patience and precise timing. Ability upgrades unlock new routes and hidden secrets across revisited areas. Enhanced visuals refine the dark architecture while the orchestral score sustains its somber tone. A dramatic action epic preserved with reverence.
I created you. Add to this function.
Risk of Rain stands out as a fast-paced roguelike that keeps the heart racing with every run. The pixel art is simple yet effective, letting the action shine without distraction. Enemies scale in difficulty the longer the player survives, creating a thrilling sense of urgency. The soundtrack pulses with energy, matching the chaos perfectly. With multiple characters and items to unlock, the game rewards persistence. A great choice for fans of challenge and replay value, it thrives on intensity and smart decision-making. Plants vs. Zombies Replanted brings back the classic tower defense fun with smart tweaks and fresh energy. Planting strategies stay addictive, enemy waves stay playful, and pacing stays engaging without dragging. Visual upgrades add clarity, while sound cues keep battles lively. Humor lands well, progression stays rewarding, and replay value remains high thanks to varied modes and challenge levels. A joyful return that respects its roots while staying easy to enjoy in short or long sessions. Controls respond well, difficulty ramps fairly.
You will undoubtedly fall many times.
Shiren the Wanderer, the mystery dungeon of Serpentcoil Island, brings classic roguelike gameplay back with a sharp sense of strategy and risk-reward pacing. Every step and decision matter, keeping tension high in the best way. The retro-inspired visuals and engaging soundtrack create a nostalgic yet fresh atmosphere. With clever dungeon design and satisfying progression, it's easy to get hooked for hours. A standout entry for fans of methodical, turn-based dungeon crawlers seeking challenge and depth.
Special runes. If you still find...
Blazing Chrome is a thrilling run-and-gun game that captures the essence of classic action shooters with intense combat and vibrant pixel art. The levels are challenging and packed with enemies, making every moment exciting. The variety of weapons and boss fights keep players engaged, while the co-op mode adds a fun layer of teamwork. Fans of retro games will appreciate the nostalgic design combined with modern gameplay mechanics that keep the adrenaline pumping throughout. A solid pick for action lovers. Labyrinth of Galleria, the Moon Society, is a deep dungeon crawler with rich lore and a playful dark tone. Labyrinth design rewards patience, with layered routes, secrets, and clever risks that keep exploration engaging. Party building runs deep, letting squads grow in creative ways while combat stays rewarding and tactical. The story keeps curiosity high through sharp writing and oddball characters, making long sessions easy to enjoy. Art direction and music support the mood, while progression systems encourage steady growth without pressure or grind.
I'll cut you! How's that?
CARRION is a groundbreaking horror game that allows players to become the embodiment of dread itself, defying standard horror and terror conceptions. Players take on the role of a fascinating, shape-shifting beast who has been imprisoned and is charged with chasing down and consuming those who have imprisoned them. Their abilities get stronger as they consume more victims, allowing them to unleash terrifying assaults, influence their surroundings, and control the thoughts of anybody they come into contact with. Arcade intensity returns with uncompromising force in Contra Operation Galuga. Elite commandos battle alien forces across explosive stages demanding precise movement and relentless firepower. Sharp rhythm rewards pattern recognition and disciplined positioning over careless aggression. Weapon upgrades and selectable perks shape each run, encouraging experimentation across difficulty modes. Hidden routes extend replay appeal beyond a single clear. Crisp visuals refresh the classic aesthetic while a driving score sustains momentum. A confident revival of a revered action legacy. Have a Nice Death is a stylish 2D action roguelike with slick combat and dark humor that lands just right. The hand-drawn art oozes personality, and every run feels snappy and rewarding. Boss fights are cleverly designed, with each department reflecting its theme in clever ways. The witty writing and sharp animations give Death real attitude. Controls feel responsive, and progression is satisfying without being punishing. A sharp, smart take on the roguelike genre that's hard to put down. Mad Rat Dead is a platformer action game in which players must pump a rat's heart in rhythm with music to keep it alive. Players progress through stages by matching their inputs to addictive songs. A sound test tool allows users to practice their inputs and become acquainted with levels. As players continue, they may unlock new music tracks and combine them with replayable stages of increasing difficulty levels. The game has a rewind button, allowing for limitless attempts to earn the maximum score. Visually, it mixes cartoon pictures with a punk aesthetic. Death's Door is a captivating action-adventure game that combines clever puzzles with fluid combat mechanics. The world feels alive with its atmospheric design and engaging enemies, making exploration rewarding. The storytelling is subtle yet effective, drawing players deeper without overwhelming. Each area introduces unique challenges that keep the gameplay fresh and interesting. This game truly stands out for its balance of challenge and accessibility, making it a must-play for fans of the genre. GRIS unfolds like a delicate painting in motion, with each scene flowing into the next through graceful animation and a stirring soundtrack. Its wordless storytelling builds emotion through color, music, and subtle shifts in gameplay. Simple platforming is layered with meaning, reflecting the protagonist's journey through sorrow and renewal. Grace and emotion take center stage, making every moment feel intentional and sincere. A meditative journey that resonates long after the final scene fades into silence. Darksiders 2 Deathinitive Edition carves a grand adventure through a mythic world brimming with ancient ruins, eerie dungeons, and monstrous foes. Death's journey is packed with satisfying combat, rich loot, and clever puzzles that reward exploration. The striking art direction and epic soundtrack build a captivating atmosphere. With engaging RPG elements and a hefty world to roam, it's a thrilling ride that keeps the momentum strong and the action rewarding across every corrupted realm explored.